Good day. It's Pastor Trish at Messiah, and we are looking ahead to our service for this coming Sunday, October 17th. Just a word about that. Our 8:30 service has been inside for the last couple of weeks, and given the weather report for tomorrow and subsequent days, it looks like we'll plan on having both of our services inside. So you can leave your lawn chair at home this week. And thank you for being so cooperative with masks as we continue to mask with the young people around us. And so remember that when you come on Sunday, either at 8:30 or 10:30. And one more, just remember for Sunday is it's Fair Trade Sunday at Messiah. And so plan on staying late or coming early and see if you can get a little Christmas shopping done as the Fair Trade Marketplace happens as well. Our gospel reading, just a couple of things going on. This is our third and last kind of stewardship emphasis Sunday. You have been hearing me talk about, maybe getting tired of me talking about a sacrifice of thanksgiving. And this coming Sunday, I believe I'll be turning that to the look that we make as a community and the sacrifices we can make together as a community is where I am thinking of going. But our gospel reading for Mark, we're following up on what we heard last week with the rich young man. Right after that, just so you can place it in context, Jesus has given the disciples his third and last passion prediction, letting them know we are getting close to Jerusalem, guys, and this is what's going to happen there. And so he's told them that now for the third time. And then what you'll hear as I read this next is what happens shortly after that. So we pick this up, Mark chapter 10, beginning with verse 35. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came forward to him and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." And he said to them, "What is it you want me to do for you?" And they said to him, "Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory." But Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with?" They replied, "We are able." Then Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized you will be baptized. But to sit at my right hand or at my left is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared." When they heard this, when the 10 heard this, they began to be angry with James and John. So Jesus called them, said to them, "You know that among the Gentiles those whom they recognize as their rulers lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. But it is not so among you. But whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all. For the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." There are lots of places where we could ponder what's happening here, what's going on, why James and John have the perhaps audacity to even ask that question. What does it mean? What is Jesus saying in his reply? But for this moment, I want to settle in for just a moment or two at the end of this passage where once again Jesus says, "Whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first must be slave of all, for the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve." I was having a conversation earlier this morning with one of our members, and we were talking about, she said, the Bible says don't just read the Bible, but do what the Bible encourages us to do. And I said, and that's the problem, isn't it? It's one thing for us to read the commands of God. It's one thing for us to read what Jesus encourages the disciples to do, because we know by extension that's what he's asking us to do. It's one thing to read it, to hear it, to even understand it, and it's another thing to be able to do it. My daughter reminded me, I'm grateful for that. We do the best we can every day and then let it go. And that was the conversation I had with this member as well. We just do our best for today. But specifically, I'm thinking about how our best is always from, or Jesus calls us to have our best always be from a point of service. And what does service mean? And what does it look like for you? Again, in my visit, um, this person talked about um, how others are always asking her to help out with this or that, and she's always willing to. And she is such a servant in that way, without complaint, simply helping people. And this, of course, is in a senior living facility, and just helping where she can. I think about all the volunteers here at church just helping out where they can, whether it's our adults who teach Sunday school, or even our teens who teach Sunday school, or our small group leaders, or those who come to read or usher or um, help get communion ready every Sunday. Uh, I think about the ways in which we can serve in our work, no matter what our work is. Um, Cleaning up the lunchroom table, right? After we're done, so it's ready for the next person, and tipping the person who has helped us, and being kind to a coworker. And I think about the ways teachers are serving in schools right now, and the paras and all of the staff, and nurses and all the medical professionals in difficult places these days. And no matter what your job, no matter what your daily routine, there are opportunities to serve. Most of them are in small, what we often, I think of, would call insignificant ways, but boy, can they make a big difference in the life of somebody else. A kind word, a smile, a note of encouragement. There are many ways in which we can serve, as Jesus says, to serve all. So, countless ways in which we are able to do that. And if we do it often enough, we don't even think about it, I don't think. Yet, if you've been on the receiving end of someone who's been kind to you or done something for you, you know how important that is. And so, I invite you today to just take a moment to think about, how do I serve? What does service look like for me in my life and in my daily routines, at work, at home, at church, at school, wherever, in the neighborhood, in the store? How do I serve? And how do I offer, as always, a bit of grace, a bit of hope, a bit of love in this weary world? So, Mark chapter 10, and hope to see you on Sunday. Have a great day.